How's it, Lincoln Nation? This is the foundation. Um, I wasn't planning on making a video. I was maybe thinking of doing one tonight just because, I want to see, because especially the way the Lakers been playing, I try not to, it's too hard to make a video for every Lakers game and stuff like that. Um, but then, like that's why I just kind of separate them. And then I just never like doing this because of the wins and all that kind of stuff. But you cannot help but be proud or happy and being more satisfied with the way they've been playing. One guy comes to mind is Josh Hart. He has been, we was, I remember beginning of the year we was just so, and I was agreeing with a lot of Laker fans, so. Like we need on back. Only Lonzo pushes up the ball. Only Lonzo can do this. Only Lonzo, and then and it was frustrating too because Lonzo was still finding his way too. So it was like, and then finally when Lonzo was catching on, and then we know when Lonzo wouldn't be there, then it was like it made it more worse. But then when Lonzo got hurt, Josh Hart this went. This is my opportunity. I'm gonna make the most of it, and he has his rebounding, his defense, and now his scoring has been just beautiful and all that. So, this game, the OKC has been, the Thunder has been on a hot streak lately, and for us to go, to get blown up by them twice, and then and then really out physical them in a way. It was a great thing to see. Julius Randle has been developing into a more and more of a better leader. Brandon Ingram has kind of like carried a lot of things. I love the way that Lopez has been able to modify his game a little bit more, or adapt a little bit more. Like he knows when to go down in the block and insert himself as a low block presence, and then at the same time he's been able to convert some of those outside shots and be a threat and able to spread the floor. Spread the floor so that like Brandon Ingram, who wants to get to the rim at all costs, to have that spacing there and all that. To be honest, I like until I see what happens, I kind of like this move is I mean, especially now that Larry Nance was gonna participate in the dunk contest, I'll still give him I'll still root for him and all that just because, but but it would have been cool to see him and do him in a Lakers jersey. But I knew this was gonna happen. I knew something like this was gonna happen. Is this, now that you see the team how they was playing, and it's like, man, I wonder how much better we're gonna be when Lonzo comes back. How much Lonzo is gonna see how everybody's playing, and he's a very he sees the court very differently, and he can probably visualize like, hey, wow, when I come back, I can do it like this, I can do that, and all that. So that's what I was kind of like looking forward to, but at the same time too, I was just like, okay, wait for the trade deadline. I think I'm more taking it back because you seen how the Cavaliers have been struggling, plus the turmoil that they've been going through, and when you hear Isaiah Thomas' name, you cannot help but go, what? Why? Like some of his game, I don't, I'm not gonna, but he is not a starter. That is number one. He is not a starter. And he better be careful on how he's handling all this, as far as like, I already heard that he's said already he's not coming off the bench. That's gonna be he's gonna have to adapt really quick. Also, what is his name? You know, but then like then I had to tweet some guy. You know, I was just tweeting around and all that. Then somebody had to go as well. They're just making sure they have they're just making more cap space for them and all that. And then plus they got one other pick, which is all good because you know how we've been able to find these diamonds in the rough, so to speak. Kuzma, Josh Hart, Frye, guys like that, has been able to contribute and everything. So if we can continue to, have one more player and then have all that cap space, that we can go for guys that we want to go after. So while I knew it was kind of like this wasn't the exact move that I was thinking about, I was maybe thinking like other things, but it is what it is. It's fine and all that. Because when I finally went, oh, okay, now I understand the deal because I was like, wait, if okay, then the rumors are true then that LeBron is not coming to LA but then they said, oh no, Isaiah Thomas's contract expires at the end of the year, and I was like, oh, okay, because I don't follow every little thing. I just like to talk basketball. I don't like to go into every little detail what's going on and all that. But I just hope we can get some guys that we trying to get and all that. Because that's the way this team, that's the way this team was playing. It's gonna take a while to grow on me. I mean, I'm gonna have to just kind of wait it out for now. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Mahalo, and Laker Nation, aloha.